Today is Thursday, December 1st, 2016. Welcome to the Survivor Fans Podcast. I'm Joanne.
And I'm Stacy, but unfortunately, we don't have an audio interview with Zeke. We were contacted by the CBS press folks saying that he had a conflict. They said, though, if we were to send our questions over, he would respond back. And so we got those today, and we're going to go through those.
I will read the question, and Stacy will read Zeke's answer.
How about that? We're going to improvise, adapt.
That's right, and make it audio anyway.
Like a Survivor castaway would. Yeah. All right, kick us off.
Tell us how you were chosen to be on Survivor, Zeke.
Bright colors, bold patterns, and a mustache.
What did you do to prepare yourself once you knew you were on the show?
To be honest, I'd been preparing for Survivor for almost 6 years. Playing was a long-time dream of mine.
We noticed you were wearing a bandage on your right hand. What happened, and did you have any other injuries while out there?
I gashed my hand open during the reward challenge for pizza. If you watch closely, you can see bloody handprints on the puzzle blocks and on Adam's back. Dr. Joe patched me up, but I still have a scar. I had a few little cuts and burns, but stayed healthy otherwise.
How did you react to finding out about Adam's advantage? What, if any, conversations did you have with him about it? And could he have used his advantage so that everyone had a visit with their loved one?
First, none of us knew Adam's mother was dying. If we did know, he wouldn't need the advantage. Everyone would have deferred the loved one's visit to him. But Adam made the strategic choice not to tell anyone. As such, Adam caused a lot of upset around camp because he announced he would use his advantage for the loved one's visit. It felt like he was threatening to steal your loved one's visit and created a lot of game hostility toward Adam. Not using the advantage was a very smart strategic move on Adam's part. I believe it both repaired Adam's relationship with members of the tribe as well as gaining him goodwill with Jay, who ultimately took him on the reward. I believe the advantage could only be used to steal one person's place on a reward.
Tell us how your dad's visit affected you in the game and what it was like for him to see how well you performed in the reward challenge. And were you upset with Jay for not choosing you?
Seeing my father was very special. It's really hard to put into words how much that visit meant to me and to us. I kicked into a new gear for that challenge. I wanted to win it for my papa. I wasn't upset for Jay not choosing me. I would have selected the same people he did to accompany me on the reward.
In the immunity challenge, was everyone's bar the same weight, or they customized for each person's size?
All the same.
What did your alliance tell Ken when he confronted you about voting for him?
That's the game, dude.
What conversation did you have with Will when his plan to vote for you was exposed? How did the vote get switched from Ken to Hannah? And did you think Will was voting with your alliance going into tribal council? And what do you think of Will's gameplay?
I remember sitting down with Will and saying, "Will, you know I need you much more than they need you. I'm your shield. I'm the one you can get out at any time, and everyone will always be happy to vote me out, so I need you. You're the most important person in my game. Do you really want to flip and be on the bottom of someone else's alliance? Ken is already throwing you under the bus. You really trust these guys?" And I actually thought that I flipped Will back by the time we went to tribal. Obviously, Adam thought there was enough of a chance that I flipped Will since he played the idol. We thought David might have another idol. Little did we know Adam had the idol. And that Hannah would be the person he least likely suspected would receive votes. Therefore, he wouldn't play his idol for her. Will, like me, and like a lot of us out there, is a massive Survivor superfan. I think he saw his window to make a mark on the game closing and wanted to act. I understand where he's coming from because I had the exact same impulse. Will played a smart game the whole time. He made strong relationships and didn't put a target on himself, allowing him maneuverability when the cool kid millennials were targeted.
Was there anything interesting discussed at Tribal Council that we didn't get to see?
No, it was a shorter one. You saw all the important stuff.
Who did you want to take to Final 3 with you?
I would have taken to the end anyone willing to go to the end with me. I felt confident I could beat anyone with the exception of Dave. My ideal Final 3 included Ken and Hannah.
Who would you like to see win, and what criteria will you use to decide who you'll vote to give the money to?
I'd love to see my fellow chess master Dave win. I will vote for the person who played the best strategic game, the person who takes risk by making smart, calculated moves.
Who were the most challenging to work with and why?
I always enjoyed Adam as a person, but we butted heads strategically. Adam could be stubborn at times, and I often felt he was unwilling to listen to me. For example, I warned him about sharing too much with Taylor, but he was adamant about pursuing that relationship.
Was there anything you wish had been shown about you on the show that didn't get aired?
I told so many hilarious dirty jokes. Survivor should release an R-rated reel of my jokes.
What did you see on TV that surprised you when you saw it?
I was most surprised seeing how the hidden immunity idols were hidden. I spent so much time combing the beach and looking in trees. I feel so foolish seeing where they were planted because I walked by those spots 100 times.
How has your view of Survivor changed after this experience, and how has your view of yourself changed?
I loved Survivor before, and my love has only grown. I walked into Survivor with extreme doubts as to my ability to handle the experience. Making fire with bamboo after 2 days of living in a cyclone showed me that I was capable of much more than I previously believed. That fire melted away my fear and propelled me every day to play hard and to continue to find new levels of strength.
What's it been like watching with your family and friends?
My greatest joy has been opening my friends' eyes to Survivor. For years they made fun of me for my love of this silly reality show, but now they see the beauty of the game.
What were your proudest moments or moves in the game? And is there anything you're having trouble letting go of that plays over in your mind?
Proudest moment, making fire with bamboo. Proudest move, convincing 4 people I previously blindsided to go to rocks. No regrets, I played the best I could.
Is there anything else you'd like to say to the fans about yourself or your experience?
Thanks for watching.
What's next for you?
A nap.
All right, that's it.
That concludes our interview questions with Zeke.
Yeah, I'm sorry that we didn't get to speak with him, but
Yeah, I would have liked that.
but it was very nice of him to follow up with, getting the questions back to us so we could get it out today.
Yeah, thank you, Zeke. And today, CBS announced that next week's episode will be another double elimination.
And Steve has already updated the website to accept 4 safe choices and 2 vote-off choices. There were 41 people who had already entered your choices, so please go back to the JSFL website and add 1 more vote-off choice.
If you're part of the Magic 41.
That's right.
Good deal. Anything else?
I think that's it. I'm just looking forward to next week.
That's a wrap. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the listener feedback show on Saturday. So see what other people thought about this episode.
Absolutely.
And what, if anything, they made of these sometimes funny, but sometimes maybe insightful answers Zeke provided here. I think there's some interesting clues as to how he's thinking about the game. And, for example, like who might be goats that we hadn't necessarily considered.
True.
All right, thanks. We'll be back on Saturday.
Good night, everybody.